Welcome in, everyone, for some 2K basketball. Sure to be an entertaining contest. Some collegiate talent included in the lineup. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it up.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Wagner from long range. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
That's an aggressive move, catching the defender a little out of position.
And the explosiveness that Caleb Wilson plays with is something defenses always need to be wary of. When he's in that dunker spot or the roller in the two-man game, you have to have him tagged or he will rise up and punish him.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
Oh, man, he got a step and it was over.
And taken away by Roy. Here's Yang. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
The height of Garnett's relief makes it so hard to cover and opens up options for him offensively.
Now here's Westbrook. McDaniels up top. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Lindenborg. They kick it out to Green. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. Garnett, the screen. Snatched away. McDaniels in the post. He has 5.
A terrific passer for a two-guard. Roy has a great feel for how to keep his teammates involved.
1:24 left in the first. Here's Wilson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Now, here's Wagner. Adebayo the screen. And it's Franz Wagner with the 3. Wagner's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter. Oh, look at that.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Wow, hammering it in.
Look out. Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
Westbrook wide open. He fires.
Russell Westbrook
Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Okay, I see you showing off some range there.
Wagner wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Wagner's got 9.
And that's big for Wagner's confidence when he's connecting from deep, especially in these answer 3 situations.
30 seconds left to play in the first. McDaniels outside. A three-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
Here's Wagner. He's got 9. And finish off by Wagner.
both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for the Ballers. He got into double digits. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high-percentage looks.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wagner. Pass to Garnett. Down low. Garnett puts it in.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Solid 6'10" GA. Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
To the middle, and stolen by LeBron. It's stolen by Garnett. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Leonard. Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Adebayo usually has the advantage over other bigs when it's time to run.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside Westbrook. Garnett with the block.
Well, that's how you play defense. Great timing, leading to a great rejection.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Orlando leading by 3. Adebayo the screen. Over Bosch. The shot by Adebayo, no good. It's stolen by Adebayo. And that one drops for him. Adebayo's got 8 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Gators.
But our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Another thing that stands out is how they've contested shots. They're not making it easy for the opponent, and it shows with those block numbers. And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Pass to Lindenborg. Right side, Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Back to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get prime-time positioning inside.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, Wagner. He's got 11. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 14 points for him.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Orlando leads by just one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Off the inbound, pass to Adebayo. He gets that one. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game.
Well, how about the physicality of Adebayo? He is tough to handle that close to the basket.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflection because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And he's good on the three ball.
Well, you know what Bam's going to give you on defense. But when he's clicking on offense like this, such a bonus for this team.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, plenty of power behind that play. He didn't give the defense any chance to stop it.
Nailed from three-point land. London boards got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando. Adebayo with the bucket.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
And Garnett has it in the corner. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. He's got 8.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Oh, whoa!
That's just unfair. Well, Adebayo usually has the advantage over other bigs when it's time to run.
Fast break. Here we go. They kick it out to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity. Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Kicks it out to Leonard. To the inside. A pull-up. The shot by Adebayo, no good. It's stolen by Adebayo.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, showing some toughness there to fight through the foul. Good work to get to the line.
For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He hits both from the stripe.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Adebayo with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron.
Now that's how you protect the rim. James timed that one perfectly.
Atlanta making a switch here. Wagner on the wing. He's got 14. Fades away. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Knocked loose. And now Orlando on the break. 3 seconds left. And Wagner lays it in. Wagner's got 16. And so it's Orlando enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Ballers. Down by 12. Launches it. And London Board pulls it down.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And it's Westbrook missing.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to London Board. They set the pick. Here's Wagner. He's covered by Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Gators need to get off a shot here. And it's Wagner missing. Atlanta trails by 12. Inside. Bosch. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, sticking with it, Bosch, the lefty with the N1.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Gators.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
He hits the second from the line.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now McDaniel. From outside, he drills the three.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. From deep. A putback. Let's lose a three. It's good.
Seems like somebody's got eyes in the back of their head. Great vision there on that one.
Outside Westbrook. Yeah, that goes in.
I mean, Westbrook is a gifted finisher. Allow him to find his looks inside at your own risk.
Three. Good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Green with the ball. And Bosch picks him up defensively. Atlanta trails by 5. It's stolen by Duncan.
And at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home. And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosch, cool as a cucumber on that one.
Wagner. Oh, it's good. What a move.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Down it goes for 3.
A great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
Screen by Duncan. Here's Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up the 3. A long-range shot from Duncan.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Now McDaniel. Outside Westbrook. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, man, he's got to be feeling good right now. Those are some clutch points.
Duncan with it. He's picked up by Roy. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game. Now Duncan. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Nice to the hoop.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And so it's the Gators with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. See you next time. Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got something special for you tonight. Added to the roster for this one, some collegiate players will be out there as well. A great chance for them to prove themselves. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here we go. They've got Boozer, and it's Peterson in at the 2. And for Orlando, they've got Wagner. Bam Adebayo is out there with Garnett. Then it's Green, and it's Lendenborg in at the 3 slot.
Oh, the big man, Sanat, going up strong. And whenever you watch Chris Sanat play, you immediately think this guy is the ideal stretch big. He's got great length at just about 7 feet, and he's already a very good shooter. I really like how he rebounds and competes on the glass.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
A skilled big. Lendenborg has the ability to step out and stretch the floor. What a valuable skill.
Here's Smith. Gators with the rebound. Here's Lendenborg. He has 6. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Takes a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Lendenborg's got 12 points in the game.
And we've seen games like this before from Lendenborg. It doesn't take much to get him going.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Ball's checked in for Smith.
Look, he wasn't going to miss that opportunity. He saw the open man and took advantage.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Here's Lendenborg. From past the arc, and again it's the Gators with the 3.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Peterson misses. Gators leading by 11. Here's Lendenborg. Launches a 3. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Yeah, his scoring has been the story here. The defense has got to try a different approach because to this point, they've had no answer.
The 3. Hands it from downtown. Lendenborg's got 27.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Lendenborg's got 30 points.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Smith with the drive. Green with the block.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
Orlando leading by 18. Over to the left wing. Lendenborg, good.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Well, long-armed and broad-shouldered, Yaxel Lindenborg has a first-team All-NBA name, and his skill level stands out as well. At 6'9", able to pass, handle, and shoot, he is multi-tool.
Pete, the pass to Boozer. Here's Smith. Here he goes. Garnett with the block.
When your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
Pass to Sanak. And he jams it with authority.
At just under 7 feet tall, and Sanak has great size, but it's so hard to stop him on the bounce.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
To the paint. Here's Pete, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Pass to Lindenborg. Garnett with a screen on Thornton. Here's Lindenborg. Sinks the triple. Lindenborg's got 38 points.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Here's Smith. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Sanak. Three-pointer. And it's Smith missing. Gators leading by 19. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Pete. Thornton finds Smith for 3. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Orlando out in front, up by 16. And we'll be back right after this. And so in the game for the Gators, Adebayo is out there with Garnett. Then it's Franz Wagner, and it's Green, and it's Lindenborg in at the small forward position. And Smith launches it from deep, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Lindenborg, and he's got 41. The putback from outside the arc. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time. Lindenborg's got 44.
How about the ball movement there? Creates the opportunity. Nice decision there to send it out.
Outside Boozer. Pass to Peterson. No good on the 3. Orlando leading by 22.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Lindenborg. He's got 44. Now Smith. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got 6 points.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that. Well, a guy we're all watching tonight, Chris Sanak. Elite mobility for a guy his size, well-coordinated athlete, and he affects the game at both ends of the floor.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Ball's checked in for Smith. Here's Pete. Wagner with the block.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
That one good for 2. Lindenborg's got 49 points in the game.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
Here's Peterson. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, he wants to see his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Outside, ball. Off the run.
And whenever he's anywhere near the rim, Pete wants to spike it.
Pass to Lindenborg. Fires from deep. Sinak grabs the rebound. Here's Pete. Orlando grabs the miss. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Gators with the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Peterson misses. Here's Lendenborg. And again, it's the Gators with the 3.
And you can never have too many threes. That's an impact shot.
Pass to Pete. Basket good.
And you can see how comfortable Pete is. He feels like he can score at will on that block.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Hey, yo, get on Draymond.
Shot from the top of the key, and it's Orlando with another.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Down low. Here's Pete. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, that's just a smart pass. Getting the ball to a ready scorer.
Garnett with a screen on ball. And Lendenborg missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Peterson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Peterson's got his first bucket in this one. To the left wing. Lendenborg, good.
In order to win games, you gotta hit the jumper.
Here's Peterson. Wide open shot is on the money.
Yeah, one thing I like about Peterson is his advanced feel. He knows where to attack the defense.
Adebayo the screen. Lendenborg, good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And stolen by Wagner. The 3 ball. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
The pull-up shot, so hard to knock down. You have to stop and rise almost in one motion.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Lendenborg, good.
And since the break, he's just been money from beyond. When he's this hot, the green light just doesn't seem to get any greener.
Ball with it. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a Welcome, everyone, to our 2K broadcast. We've got a little shakeup on the hardwood, mixing some college players in for this one. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
Here's Little Page Bugs.
Orlando foul. Courtney Vandersloot. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Fudd. Downtown. Beckers grabs the rebound.
And you want to talk about someone who has stepped up on the biggest stage. That's Azzi Fudd, a champion and tournament MVP while at UConn. She can put a team on her back. Once she gets into a groove with her shot, there isn't much a defense can do.
Here's Little Paige Bugs. Booker, no good. Here's Stewart. Hits it from three-point range.
Sometimes you see players get hesitant to take the outside shot. Not Stewart. So comfortable from three-point range.
Pass to Fudd. Off target at the rim. And it's Orlando's ball. Here's Stewart. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
Well, she can hurt you from deep when you give her a chance. And the defense just learned the hard way.
Fudd can't get it to go. It's been a quick start for Orlando. 6-point game. Now, here's Stewart. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. Just 5 to shoot. To the right side. Here's Becker. Here's Little Paige Bugs. Pass to Van Sluten. Here's Little Paige Bugs. Here's Betts. It's hauled in by Stewart. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gators need to get off a shot here. A shot by Vandersloot, no good. For the three. That shot misses. And so it's Orlando with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Gators are doing, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's O'Neal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Got the look they wanted, and she's got to be happy to pay it off.
Here's Beckers. Pass to Stewart. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
First personal foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
1:58 left to play here in the half. Orlando leading by 7. Into the lane, and they call the foul. So she's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
One of the game's best players. Stewart is the type of player you build your franchise around. We know about her scoring, but she's also normally on the all-defensive team.
Excellent D from Thomas. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Stewart in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Stewart's got the lead up to 13 now for Orlando.
Let me tell you, that's a smart pass. Get it to Stewart, and she'll knock him down.
And they're making the most of her looks inside.
Possessing deep range and a hair trigger, we know AZ Fudd is a premier shooter. But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to her game. She's a 3-level scorer, and most importantly, a two-way player.
54 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Vandersloot. Pass to Stewart. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
And the shot goes in.
I love how she was confident. She got the ball in close and just went for it.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Vandersloot. Stewart with it. Here's Reese. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Orlando out in front, up by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. To the paint, here's Betts. Banked in off the glass.
This is why you get it to her down low, because she understands how to cash in.
Here's Beckers. Now Stewart. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb. And Orlando leads by 13.
Making it look so effortless. Once Stewart gets rolling, she's like an avalanche on offense.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Booker pulls it in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Fudd. Inside. From deep. It's hauled in by Stewart. Orlando leading by 13. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Bangs home the trifecta.
I'll tell you, she really answered the bell today. She's been a force.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Booker outside. To the inside. Gators with the rebound. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And And here's Stewart. Shot clock at 6. And they'll turn it over, unable to get the shot off in time. A 30-second shot clock violation.
Checking in for the away team, number 14, Grace Van Sleutel.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Fudd. They need this one. That one, no good. And so it's the Gators with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Count it.
Well, listen, if you're defending Beckers, the last thing you want to do is allow her to get to the rim.
Here's Fudd. Here's little Paige Boggs. Buries the long-range jumper.
Catch and shoot looks are generally high percentage, especially when she's shooting.
Orlando leading by 15. To the left side wing. Here's Stewart. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Here's Fudd. Booker outside. It's tipped.
Remarkable defense there from Reese. Great to see that kind of effort.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now, here's Stewart. Five to shoot. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Gators with the 3.
Yeah, those feel like bonus points. Shot clock low. She bails her team out.
Pass to Booker. To the middle. Here's Betts. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Orlando leading by 19. Stewart with it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Out to the wing. Lets it go with the 3. And they recover it.
Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Well, she keeps the defense honest there by spacing the floor. Threes are big for this offense.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The tray. The three-pointer is right on target.
I mean, they cannot stop her from scoring it tonight. She's putting on a clinic.
Here's Fudd. So it's the Gators winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Towns. Cassell is out there with Garnett. And it's Ryder in at the two-guard spot. And for the Gators, we've got Stephen Curry. Also, Gary Trent out there. Wendell Carter is out there at quarter. And it's Lendenborg in at the power forward position. Some serious size and skill up front. Timberwolves greats Kevin Garnett and Karl Anthony Towns playing together.
And they played together for one season. Kind of a passing of the torch during that 15-16 campaign. It was KG's last year in the league, Cat's rookie season after going first overall.
And the Garnett-Towns front court, Greg, it's almost perfect.
KG obviously is one of the greatest defenders ever. Excellent passer and rebounder. Cat might be the best shooting big ever. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Now here is Carter. He has 6. Hits it from three-point range. Carter's got 9.
Well, Carter Jr. is selective from deep, but he has a good sense for when he should fire from there.
Here's Cassell. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
No good from outside. Gugliotta passes to Towns. Here's Cassell. He's got 6. Ryder, no good. Carter against Towns. There's the 3. And Wendell Carter hits the 3. He's got 15.
Well, things are falling for Carter Jr. in this one, and he is a monolith on the floor when he's rolling like this.
Garnett outside. Wide open look, and the jumper falls for him.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Inside, back to Carter. The 3, and again it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, you don't want Carter Jr. taking too many from way out there, but as you see, he can make them.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not, and he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Yeah, how about the range there from Zerbiak? He doesn't hesitate when pulling from outside.
They set the screen. Really left alone that time. Carter's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, showing the touch from range. You know they want to hit those to spread out the defense and open up lanes to the basket.
Cassell, no good. Gators leading by 8. Lets it go from deep, and that's good. Wendell Carter for 3. He's got 24.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Isaiah Ryder, Ricky Rubio.
Pass to Towns. Love kicks to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Carter with the 3. And again it's the Gators with the 3.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now Carter, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. From the arc, in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Leitner's checked in for challenge. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 17. Yep, that one goes in there. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Carter with the three. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
And showing some skill off the dribble, Carter Jr.
Pass to Leitner. Rubio taking his time here. Fires for three. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Orlando leads by 18. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Gators.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
So with Griffin sitting on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. Curry is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then it's Porter. And it's Lendenborg in at the 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Timberwolves shoot their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. No good on that one.
At the line for the Timberwolves,
And he sinks the second. Orlando leading by 18. Outside Carter. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Jacks up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Carter's got 42 in the game.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Carter's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Marbury. Another miss by Minnesota.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Drills it from outside. Carter's got 48.
And we know Carter Jr. has put work into his jumper. There you see the results on display.
Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota making a switch. Towns is checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And out of bounds, the Gators will take it. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-1 run. Curry dishes to Carter. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Carter's got 51.
Well, a big key to jump shooting, staying consistent with your mechanics.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Marbury, good.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Carter looking around. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
And that kick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And the prototypical modern big. Love can do damage inside and out.
Curry passes to Carter. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Carter's got 60. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
And the Gators making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Cassell gets the bucket.
Oh, agile play from Cassell down low, finding a high percentage look there.
Carter for three, and the three ball is good.
And what a first half he's having from downtown. He has been locked and loaded since the moment he stepped on the floor.
Wasted no time on that one. Cassell's got 11 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. He was toying with the defenders on that one.
Puts up a three, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, and Cassell, just a great sense for when to pull up. A high IQ guy with a smooth shot off the dribble.
Quarter a screen on Towns. He was all alone on that one.
And right now, the D has no answer.
Minnesota with the ball. Cassell kicks to Butler. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Curry. Outside Carter. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
Well, Carter Jr.'s got great ability to create shots, even quickly when needed.
Lets the three fly. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Puts up a three. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's Wendell Carter making highlights, guys, for Orlando. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Wendell Carter in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Garnett out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Cassell, and it's Ryder in at shooting guard. Cassell the pass to Towns. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. Shoots the three. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Garnett outside. Pass to Towns. Here's Cassell. Jacks up a three. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Carter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Garnett surveying the defense. For three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Garnett's got 5 points so far.
Well, you know teams covet that corner shot. It's the shortest three in the game.
Outside Carter. Cracks in the tray.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Ingram a screen on Towns. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Carter outside from downtown. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the board.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Pass to Gugliotta. That ball's great assist by Sam Cassell. Cassell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, great at finding open teammates. You want Cassell feeding the shooters.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Garnett. Oh, the rafters! He punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And how about that powerhouse move by KG, charging inside and finishing with authority.
Carter with the three. Good on the triple.
Yeah, and he's given them something to organize the offense around. He just keeps finding scoring opportunities.
Fox, he's checked in for Trent.
Substitution on the court.
Fox against Cassell. Pass to Towns. Launches a three. Cassell gets the bucket. Cassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Carter with the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Fox dishes to Carter. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Here's Cassell, and he banks in the layup. Cassell's got 21 in the game.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Carter for three, and again, it's the Gators with the three.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And so it's the Gators, able to put on a show. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Smith sitting on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. Brandon Ingram's out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Curry. Then there's Carter. And it's Fox in at the point guard.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Fox passes to Carter. Takes a three. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Towns. Back to Rubio. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here's Love for three. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, you could see Love getting ready to tee that one up. He was looking to answer.
Carter for three, and again it's Orlando with the three.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Carter sets the pick for Fox. A three ball. It's Carter again for three.
And when the ball is in his hands, you just feel like it's going in.
Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Carter for three, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Carter outside. And again, it's the Gators with the three.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Like seeing him drain that three ball, showing he's capable of doing damage from outside.
And the dunk by Towns.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Outside Carter. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Carter for three, and again it's Orlando with the three.
And since the break, he's just been money from beyond. When he's this hot, the green light just doesn't seem to get any greener.
Love throws it down.
Wow, look at Kevin Love attacking the rim, using his height to get up there.
Love's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Minnesota making a switch here.
Isaiah Ryder, Sam Cassell.
To the inside. And it's sent back by Carter.
Tenacity on D from Carter, not allowing anything easy.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
1:02 left in the game. Towns kicks to Garnett. No good. Shot missing. Carter with the three. Offensive rebound. Fox dishes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
Pass to Ryder. Here's Cassell. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one. Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.